Alright, everybody, here we are. The last time we just worked for an hour or something, and that is why I just I came back here again and went live. And let's simply continue with this because the main goal for mainly today we had this goal that we would get this particular stuff done, ultimately chat section done. But the logic hasn't been written yet completely. So without any further delay, let's simply write the whole logic, and once it has been written, then of course we don't really need to worry about it. So we have been gone through these many things so far, and we already have the files. Ultimately, what is happening? We are getting all the files. After that, we are sending a request to the backend. It just simply generates the upload URL, and once we have the upload URL, we are just simply uploading it on the Cloudinary. So uploading to the S3, not even Cloudinary, sorry, uploading to the S3 storage. And apart from this particular thing, once I have my files, I'm just simply adding it to the files, and once that's done, that's it, nothing else. And as for the types, I'm already maintaining the types here. So this is the type of the file overall. So it should have the file name, file type, as well as the file name. And one thing we could also do, because of course it's not the best time to just simply go through every time, because I mean everything right now. Already I couldn't really do anything else, so it's not really gonna be possible to do it right now. I even have to focus on the debug part, right? That is still remaining. So what we are gonna be doing, we'll be just simply getting it making it functional. That simply means whatever code we have, let's simply make it functional. We will be able to see the result and all. And this is how we are gonna be going ahead. As for right now, application PDF is kind of yeah, so you can upload a PDF, you can upload PNGs, JPEG, MP4, NG files. So these are the types of the files that are actually allowed to be sent, and later we may be adding more ones, or we may be adding more what is that thing called, more checks on top of this, but that will be happening later. As for right now, let's simply continue with this. So this much we've done, and as soon as files are selected, so what we'll do, we will have preview files here. Preview files in the sense, first of all, I have this label, right, and then I have this input box, and everything comes here, border. So if I make this BG red 300, let's see what's gonna be happening now. Coming back to this, let me close this. So this is how it looks like. So just on top of it, I will have a preview stuff, like if I'm uploading something, that should be previewed as well here. So on the basis of that thing only, things are gonna be ultimately, if that is a video, so video will be previewed. Yeah, there should be an option for previewing the video as well. And if there is image will also be previewed. So this is how the things are gonna be going on. And for this particular stuff, what I'll do, I'll have a div over here inside this one only. So it's gonna be sort of like this. So just here at the top, I will have another div, and this div will be the preview one. So I can even give it the ID that's not required, but okay. Preview container. And what am I gonna do here? The top label div, that simply means chat panel. This is the one, and usually chat input, right? This is the section, and this is the chat message, and then I have meeting chat. So let me put both of them inside a container so that they look something like this. Fine. Class name flex1. So it will take, well, this is not what I want. I have to make it flex1, right? It should be taking as much width as possible. And BG base flex column, yeah, I think so. So making it flex will be enough, and flex column, of course. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. And what is the next thing that I'm gonna be doing? Flex1, it doesn't really make any difference here, or does it? No, it does. And I will be making it relative, and relative to this, I'm gonna be having that preview container. So this is how it's gonna be going on. And as for that preview container, it's going to be relative to this, so, and that's gonna be inside input box only. In relative to what? Relative to message, relative to input, or relative to the main div container. So coming back to this particular section, right now the thing is that all the day I've been busy just simply setting up the setup, and because of that thing it took quite a lot of time and I ended up with nothing. Class name bg red, and that's gonna be around 300. I will be just simply giving the content as well, but for now this should be enough. Let me fix some height. So height is gonna be around 50, and width is gonna be full, and top should be something 50, and that's it. Let's see. So this is how it looks like. Let me make the color green. So this is done, and this is from the top, right? So if I make it top 40 or something, then how will it look like? Interesting, it doesn't seem to have any effect here. How about top 0? This is not the result that I was expecting. Come back to this particular section. What can I do to fix this? Just setting top is not enough. I will even have to make it absolute. Now it will work fine. And as it is absolute right now, it has gone somewhere but not visible at all. Height is definitely here. Width is gonna be 50 around. So that's visible like that. So let me make the width full. So this is how it's gonna be going on. And the top should be around 50. Okay, gotta make it 150. And I think it should be around 70. So ultimately this is how it's gonna be looking like. Sort of 170. If I make it 168 or something, then how will it look like? So okay, 170 is the width, the top that I need, and yeah, scroll should not be. You should not be able to scroll the screen. So ultimately, it should be enough. And coming back to this one, the height is more than it should be. So let's keep it around 30. And as I made it 30, so in that case I'll make it 190. So it's gonna be somewhat like this, and this is gonna be the preview section. And in this preview section, what I'll do, I'm gonna be using carousel if I'm not wrong. So on base UI or maybe shared CN, I had a look at that. So let me get it from here. Components, carousels. Not this one. Probably this one. Yeah, let's go with this here. This is the section that we are gonna be going with, and overall it does work fine. So copy the code from here. Carousel spacing. This is gonna be a component, right? So let me copy the whole thing from here, and I need to have a carousel over here, and preview container, right? So how about just simply pasting the whole thing? That's not gonna be the best way. So in that case, inside chats only I will have it. So preview carousel. So preview carousel. What is the spelling? .tsx. I'm not sure about the spelling. So carousel. Carousel. Okay, that's fine. Paste it here. Let's go to the top. They need to be imported from somewhere else. So in that case, they should be from @repo, and don't I have carousel here? Let's see. I do have it here. I will just simply preview the images. As for just simply writing the remaining business logic that will be done tomorrow, because yeah, there are too many things at the same time, and I have to just simply go through them all. Never mind. We can do it. Even if possible, let's keep working on this thing only, and let's skip the debug section today. So in this way, at least one thing will be done, and tomorrow we will continue the debug section from the morning itself. So yeah, we can just simply go with the things like this as well, because yeah, it's not like you will just snap your finger and things are gonna be done. Things will take time. So this is gonna be preview browser, just like this. Copy it from here, and let's simply use this preview browser here, and import it once it's been imported. So let's see how it looks like. So ultimately it looks like this, really bad, but it is sort of working. Okay, what is the next thing that we can do? The next thing that we can do here, width full, max width this much, this much, this much, get rid of all of them. So this is how it looks like. And apart from this particular thing, carousel content margin left, right, margin left gonna be 2, but let's remove the margin completely. So this is how it's gonna be going on. And initially it was margin left -1. Okay, it actually brings it in the middle, so that's okay, fine. Apart from this particular thing, this is the whole container, and then carousel previous, carousel next. These are the buttons that we have, and the whole thing is inside this width full. So mx around let's keep it 3. How about keeping it 10? Margin x, it will be something like this. So in that case, if I just simply keep this much, so overall things are looking like this, and still it's not as expected. So what I actually want, that I need to decrease the height and all. So ultimately right now inside this array from length 5, okay, I'm just simply creating the array. So array from length 5, just simply create the array, just simply mapping through them. And lastly I have this carousel item, and inside that I have this card, and this is how the things look like. So what can I do here? Basics by 2. How about if I just simply remove this? Basics by basis 1 by 2. At large 1 by 3. If I make it 1 by 4, they will even look smaller. So instead of keeping the things like this, how about 1 by 5? They will even be smaller. But this is not what I want. I have them, that's okay. Then I have the content here, and then previous and next, and this is the main one. px is gonna be around 10. This is how they are gonna be looking like. So how to, I got it. Instead of designing them here, let's do it here. Width full, padding x is gonna be 10, and this is how it's gonna be looking like, right? Let's make it around 15. So this way they are gonna be inside the container, and that's what I wanted. And apart from this particular thing, as for this green one, remove it from here. And one thing I think I forgotten to do, that is turning off the chats. And because if they are turned on, then of course I will not be able to reply and all, and that's gonna be the worst thing. So this way should be fine. Coming back to this is how it's gonna be looking like. Kind of really bad for now. So what we can do, we are deciding the basis, right? So come back to this particular section and let's make it 1 by 2. 1 by 2 actually looks like this. And let me get rid of this section, or even to be precise, height is gonna be around 15. How about this? So in this way I will have only one, yeah, apart from this particular thing. So let's keep height around 30, width around yeah, let's see how it's gonna be looking like. Height, width is full. How about the remaining things, the content that I have? Flex aspect square and items justify center. Okay, I'm not able to make it the way I want it to be. Size is gonna be 30. Width is not getting fixed though. It will not make any difference. In that case, going with the style that I had by default would be a better option, and maybe trying to just simply change some things there. So this is how it looks like. Height is too much. So basis, what does it mean? Tailwind CSS. Well, let it load because I want to see the value of the styles that are being used here. Still not getting it for some reason. Okay, got it now. So coming back to this is what? Flex basis. And when media is less than this much, then at that time I'm gonna be deciding the flex basis. And this is how it's gonna be going on. So if I'm making it 1 by 3, so at that time what is happening here? They look like, and of course I can look through them. And how about if I make them 1 by 4? They look even smaller. 2 by 5. That simply means 1 by 4. 7. So this is how they are gonna be looking like. Everything that I have. Okay, this is not really bad. I can even scroll like this, and that should be enough. And what else can I do? First of all, let's remove this particular part. This is gonna be the fixed one, at least for now. Later, or for the basis normally. So if it is actually smaller, then what will happen? Normally it looks like this, and if I make it smaller, then this is gonna be looking like that, and that's gonna be worse. So let me come here, remove this particular part, and this much is done. And as for the colors of these, text is actually gonna be black, so at least they are visible. Okay, fine. What is the next thing that I want? First of all, height can be smaller actually, so even them, Why am I not able to set the height? Because I have set the basis, flex basis. And if I remove the flex, basis from here, this basis is gonna be for all, of course, but if I actually remove it, oh yeah, it does work. I thought it wasn't. So let me make it set it to 20. So this is how it's gonna be going on. But this way only height is getting set. The overall item that I have, the card that I have, that will have the same width. So the card that I have, this one, height full, still not making any difference. The card content, it will not make any difference here. It will, the top label div. And this does not make any difference here, at least. No, it does make a difference here as well. Okay, so it's like I'll have to set it to all of them, even setting to this one, then only it's gonna be working. And it turns out, yeah, anything else, if I just simply remove this particular part, so this makes everything in the middle, so it needs to have that width. And how about the width? This much is fine. Width is gonna be around 30. Fine, I'll take care of this. If the width is actually 30, in that case, how about the gap? Array space by space x3. Even if I have the gap, that will not look any good. So the card that I have, margin x, that's gonna be 1. I'm making the things worse, and I x3. No, I'm just simply guessing the things right now. Guessing will not work. This much is more than enough, but this is not what I want. So even if I try to use this browser, the thing is that there are some designs that are already there, and now I'm trying to write on top of that. So ultimately the card that I have, that should have width of 30. If the card has more width, then others will not have the gap. That will be problematic. So how can I increase the gap between them? Padding 6 flex. Okay, let's go with the simple way. That's the only thing that I can do as for right now. Height is gonna be full there, and then it will look like this. And as for removing it, I can definitely remove it from here, but at the end of the day it will have, let me show exactly how it is gonna look like. At the end it will look something like this. One more thing, 1/7. Let me remove the height from here. So this is how it's gonna be looking like. Coming back to this, okay, so what have I done here? Basis 1 by 2 p1, almost everything is same except this thing. So carousel items are there. You can create it on your own, that would be the better thing, like using the pre-ready templates. Even carousel doesn't fit here at all. So like if I'm sending anything on WhatsApp, so suppose this is the PDF, this, and all these things I'm actually sending, open them. So they look like this. I can cancel them and I can preview them one by one. I can even add more. So how about creating something like this, that you are actually getting a proper preview, you are getting the name on top of that, and then you are just simply able to add the text and then able to do this. That will be time taking. If I add some video, then what will happen? It failed. The file you add is not supported. Interesting. So in that case I can add this dev file. So mostly things actually look like this as well. No preview available. So if no preview available, do this. If there is a preview available, go with the normal way. So at the end of the day, we should be able to select the files one by one, and their preview should be shown. Okay, I think I'd better write the code on my own. And can I get anything from the Daisy UI that can be used here? So carousel type something. This may be good. So this is the section that I have, and apart from this particular section, what is this? Stack. Okay, so they're just on top of each other. Let's try this one. Otherwise, if it doesn't work, let's see how the code of this particular component is. If it works, that's great. Otherwise, I will create it on my own. Let's do it something like this. How it will be like, where is my component here? So I have the things like this initially, right? So I can just simply scroll through them. That's really a good thing. And the next thing is that whenever I click on them, I should be getting the proper previews, and the proper preview can be somewhere here at the top. So this can be the simplest way for now, and I can even decrease the height a bit. So I'm gonna be setting the height to 20, and that's gonna be done forcefully. I know, not 29, 20. So this particular thing is done. Apart from this particular thing, I need to make height full to this, so it will have height full, and then the card needs to have height full as well, and lastly this also needs to have height full. So this is fine. What is the next thing? Now as I'm able to scroll, first of all give them proper width. So if it is 20, then let me increase this section here. Absolute that could be around 200. Yeah, so this does make sense. What is the next thing is that once I'm able to just simply move the things here and there, apart from this particular thing I need to have one more. So I will have one more div, and preview carousel, and this is gonna be preview container. I'm naming them just for the understanding purpose, that's it, nothing else. There's no use of having the ID over here. Okay, and just here I'll give it BG club, class name BG, red around let's make it 300 or something. Apart from this particular thing, make it absolute, and do both of them need to be absolute, or there can be easier way? There can be easier way as well. This is the preview container, right? Inside this I have preview carousel, and just here I can have one more div, and that div will be preview class name. Height is gonna be around 50, width is going to be full, which is gonna be red, and 300. So this is how it's gonna be looking like. And coming back to this particular section, instead of giving it 200, let me give it 150. So this is how it's gonna be looking like, and that's fine. Coming back to this, rounded is gonna be full, or not full, yeah, rounded is gonna be large, padding is gonna be 3. Okay, so this much I've done, and now whenever I click on any one of these, this should be changing conditionally. So this is the only thing that I want, preview carousel, and ultimately everything should be passed here, all the files. Okay, how about keeping this thing inside this preview carousel only? That can be done too, not really a big problem. So if I go here, I'm gonna be keeping it here, but again I cannot keep the things like this. So in that case, let me keep them inside a fragment, just like this, and the result will be the same. Okay, now as this is like this, so what is the next thing? I have this preview carousel over here, and handle send. Before even handling send, I have to handle preview here. Once this section is here, I'm gonna be passing files from here. So files are actually gonna be passed. So as for these files, I'm just simply passing them. Will they have this type? Not really. Oh yeah, they will have this type, file type and all. And I'm gonna be passing. What is the problem here? It is not accepting. So files are gonna be here, and what is gonna be the file type? Files will have the file type. Let me directly import file type over here. File from where I'm not exporting it. So I know this is not the best way. As for structuring it better, that can be done anytime. First of all, the main focus is on making it functional. Okay, so as for keeping the types at a better place, we will be focusing on that too, but for now this is how we are going to be going ahead. Once I have my files, so instead of now looping through the array, I'm going to be looping through the files just like this, and this file is actually an array, so now it will not be problematic. And apart from this particular thing, I will be getting file from here. I'll be getting index from here. That's okay. I have the index, then file, and lastly I have this is I have span and index 1 plus 1. Okay, so what will I do? Instead of having this span over here, let me actually have image. Not really even that. That's gonna be problematic. I need to have the things conditionally here. Conditionally in the sense, let me have normal span that I had initially, and whatever the logic I had here, but card content I have, then I need to have card item. The card item needs to be, I need to create card item or conditionally, right? Const card item, or so ultimately card item needs to be there. Okay, should I make it a component? But if I make it a component, that will not be the best thing, or probably it will. So as for this card item, I already have these two things here. I have the preview, I have this. So I even have to render the preview conditionally, I have to render this conditionally. That's gonna be problematic in that case. Okay, that's already triple equals to 0. In that case, simply return from here, so nothing is gonna be visible. Okay, and if there is some length, then I will talk about this stuff. So I think I need to create a demo file here. So instead of having it here, I'm gonna be creating const files is gonna be equals to not this. Let it be here, and when I'm actually passing the files here, so instead of doing this, or even passing is not a problem, I'm gonna be naming it something else, maybe file. Okay, and const files are gonna be equals to an array. Inside the array I will have the file type something, I will have file name, and that's gonna be equals to something, and this thing will be repeated maybe 3 times for now. Okay, so this is how I'm gonna be having the things. One more would be better. I already have the files. As for the file name, file type, one is gonna be application/pdf, one is gonna be image slash, what are the types, image/png, another one is gonna be image/jpeg. I will be uploading them. JPEG I will not really have, so let's not worry about this for now. And what all I have currently in stock. So application zip, I may have the zip file as well. I may have SVG file as well. I don't know the type of them, but okay, never mind. Video/mp4, so I'm gonna be having the video as well. So video/mp4. So PDF, PNG, video, and let's have a zip file. Yeah, let's have a zip file. And usually the type of the zip file is what? Application/zip. So coming back to this particular section, application/zip. So this is how I'm gonna be, let's have the URLs, right? So PDF I already have it, so let me go to my here, and as for the name, this is gonna be the PDF, so let's simply copy it And what kind of PDF is this? Open it. Okay, this is fine. Okay, they're kind of the documents of mine, but okay, not really a big problem. I can just have them here, or maybe I can just simply get some demo PDFs. So let's go to upload, and inside this let me not create a folder actually. Let me upload few files. So one is gonna be AWS. Can I name them better? Yeah, it's better to name them better. So the first one is gonna be this one, PDF demo PDF demo.pdf. That should be enough. And then I need to have one more, demo.video. So I have this, I have demo.png, handrange svg. Let's not worry about this much. So I have these three things, and zip file, right? So for the zip file, demos.zip file. Okay, it doesn't really matter, I've named them same. So what will I be doing? As for the name, they are gonna be demo.pdf for now, the first one. Second one is gonna be png. Third one is gonna be, fourth one is gonna be zip. And this is how I'm gonna be going ahead. I have to import upload them there as well. So let's go here, add files, demo. So demo mp4, demo pdf, png, zip. Let me upload them. Open. Okay, let's simply upload. Alrighty, once they are uploaded, let me close this. So they are here. I have demo files. What is the next thing? Once I have the demo files, after that I opened that by accident. Okay, so I have the file name, I have this, and in this particular section I need to have this anyhow, right? Anyhow, in the sense, the item, preview item. So let's name it here, const preview item. This is actually gonna be a component, and it will just simply return that particular preview item, and then I can wrap it inside any container. Great. So let me be back here. Preview browser I have. Let me have a preview item .tsx rfc. But okay, sorry. .tsx rfc preview item. What will it take? It will take the URLs, nothing else. But it will not take all the URLs. It will take the URLs one by one. So ultimately, at a time, it will get a file name and a file type. Now the real thing starts from here. By default, I will be returning a normal div, nothing. And here, switch statement, file type, if that's equals to application/pdf. Again, I had better just simply make them constant, so I'm gonna be making them soon. It won't really matter for now, just how I keep them. So this is how I'm gonna be keeping them here. Most of the time I'm gonna be just simply returning, so I can keep the things like this. No need to use even a break statement over here because they are gonna be returned. So return this should not be problematic. And if application.pdf, image. For now that should be actually PNG. Later I will have JPEG as well, and let's have JPEG. Let's have video dot video mp4, and lastly I will have one more, and that's gonna be application zip. Alrighty, time to create some components here, right? All of them need to be div, at least for now. And if that is a PDF, how will I render the PDF? How to preview the PDF using HTML. Recommended way to embed a PDF in HTML. Closed. iframe object embed source. How will I check how it looks like and all? So first of all, if I want to check this particular thing, so let's simply copy it and see what happens. This is going to be used later. Before even that, I have this preview email. This is how it looks like. Coming back to this particular section, I'm gonna be pasting it here, and http yes uploads.coding.code.site hide with, forget about that, application this. So I'm getting the PDF like this. I don't want. So how do I want? Embed is how to embed PDF like using a step. Find blah, blah, blah. Display PDF. How to preview PDF using when sending in chat. To preview PDF when sending in chat, use a platform like Telegram that automatically generates thumbnail of the first page upon attachment. Thumbnail of the first page. How to get the first page of PDF. When oh no, it's not gonna be possible. How does WhatsApp preview the PDF when sending in chat? Directly to preview a PDF in WhatsApp chat, ensure your app is updated. PDF preview disappeared. Let's go with this one only. I don't really have any other way. I'm gonna be using iframes. When I embed them, it actually looks like this. Let's have no preview available if there is a PDF. We can show it somehow, but there's no sense as such. Like, even if I'm showing the PDF like this, I mean, no one cares, right? I mean, who will watch, like, have a look at the PDF like this? So it doesn't really matter. So overall, what I'm gonna be doing here, it's gonna be like this, and If that is a video, and then I will be showing the preview, otherwise I will not. And image. Coming back to this section, I have the file name. Again, I need to give the type. Okay, file type application PDF. String is not compatible to file. Now fine. Coming back to this application PDF. Let me see exactly how it's gonna be looking like. So coming back to this, I have a div. It will have a height full, class name, height full, width full, bg, gray, around 500 already, just like this. And flex justify center, items are gonna be center, text is gonna be white, done. No preview available. Text is gonna be bold, pixel. That's it. That is what I wanted. Cut it from here. Pretty simple. I mean, we'll not be worrying about it much here. We'll do the job. Coming back to this, I'm gonna be returning this, no preview available. And if that is a PNG and JPEG, I will be showing that, and before I will be showing that. If it is a zip file, I will do the same. No preview available. So this thing is done. MP4. I will have a video tag, right? Let's talk about this MP4, exactly how it works. If that is a MP4, I love it. Class name, height full, width full. That's not about this. Worry about this. I will have a video inside that. Source http uploads dot coding the code dot site slash demo dot mp4. What is the problem? Width probably 30, height 30. Not able to see this. This is inside this only, right? DG gray 500. Video element. If I click on this, I'm not even getting the video. Hasn't the video been uploaded there? This one. Open it. Oh God. Demo video. Well, this is not quite the right video, sorry for that. So what will I be doing? Deleting that and uploading a new one.
Screen is weak.
Yeah, this one is fine. Let me name it demo.mp4. Control W. This demo video.mp4 needs to be deleted. close this, upload file, demo mp4, upload it. And once uploaded, let me see the result here. Coming back to what? Coming back to this. Click on this, reload the page. Okay, now I'm getting the video, fine, but it's really small. I'm getting the video here. Let me remove this. This is how it looks like. What all options I get here? Options. Okay, never mind. Video element. Video element options. The video element. Okay, this thing. So video element controls. So ultimately controls are gonna be there. Yeah, now they are there.
Screen is being.
I can view that too. And that's it. I'm gonna be keeping the video in the middle, or probably this is how it's gonna be looking like. Let's simply keep the video in the middle and nothing else. So for that thing, flex items center. This is gonna be somewhere in the middle. Height full, width full. Remove this BG gray. Not bad. Fine. So this is how it's gonna be going on. So cut it from here. Come back here. Here actually, and paste it in here. So this is how it's gonna be going on. No preview available. This is what I will have here as well. And what else? Images. So let's simply render them. It's gonna be pretty simple by the way, but I would like to even check this thing. Div, again the same thing, class name, height full, width full, flexor, items, or even I don't think so I need to do this, but let's see. Image, I'm gonna be using normal image, just like this. src href http uploads dot coding the code dot site slash demo dot png. Last name height full, width full. End result. No result as such. Why? I am getting the image here. Why am I not getting there? As for this one, let's simply remove this. No need to set height and width. And image should usually have source. Is still not visible. Image tag. Source at img. Seriously? img source. Preview image. So this is how it looks like. items are gonna be center, justify is going to be center. Who? Class name height full, width full. Just one full, either height or width. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead, and this is for preview image. Okay, got it. And the preview item, I'm gonna be pasting it here. I'm gonna be pasting it here. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead. So this is the item section, and preview item I have. Similarly, I need to have preview text. Preview text is gonna be pretty simple. I can just create it then and there, not really big problem. So this thing is done. No preview available. This preview available. This preview available. Video preview available. No preview available. Okay, this is the preview item. It will get this, and on the basis of that thing, things are gonna be shown here. I have file name over here, as I have the file name. So const URL is gonna be equals to, hard coding it now, later I will keep it somewhere safe. http // uploads.coding/the-code.site/ file name. Done. Once I have the URL, wherever this is required, I'm gonna be pasting it there. So this is required here, paste it. This is required here, paste it. This is required here, paste. And that's it, no problem as such. What is the issue? Unreachable code. Why? The file type will definitely be one of these. Oh yeah, that's right. At the end I will have, what is this? Switch statement. At the end I'll have case, not case, default. Let me have this here as well. What else? This is how, this is the only thing that I can do. What is the next thing? The next thing, close this, come back here. I have these two things right here. So on the basis of the type, I have to just simply get the preview item. First thing needs file. What does it need? Needs to check. It needs wow. It needs an object, and that can be file. Should it be fine? Files 0, file name this, it gets that. But preview item needs them separately. Okay, never mind. What can I do? Not a problem. I'm gonna be sending them separately. File name and file type. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead with the things. So let me do one thing. Cut everything from here. Files. This. What is the problem? Got it. Now fine. Coming back to this one, file name is gonna be file dot file name. File type is gonna be file dot file type. String is not assignable to file type. File type string. Okay. File. Now fine. Yeah. And apart from this particular thing, I'm gonna be getting the preview item over here. And as for this particular section, what I have, const preview text. I have a function that will just simply return me the preview text, nothing else. Okay, so preview text, right? Again, switch statement. Paste it here. What all do I need here? Preview text needs two things. Actually, one. Type. I don't need switch statement. Why? The reason is simple. I have the type, right? That's gonna be file type. Not from there, of course. File type from this. I will be even fixing the types. Once I have this, so usually types look like this. So what will I do? Return type dot split by slash forward slash, return the value at the first index dot capitalize uppercase. That's it. Preview text. Even I don't need to do this. Cut it from here. Come here. Paste it here. Wrap it inside curly brackets. This type is gonna be file dot type name. Come back to this. File dot type. Any problem? No problem as such. Let's see the result. PDF, PNG, MP4, JPEG. No preview available for what? Don't know. Ah. Okay. Preview item. Selected. Item. Set. Selected. Item. Use state. And by default that's gonna be the first item. Now the question is that files at the 0th index, whatever the value is, dot file type. I need to have it here. Here. Now fine. So whatever the value is at the first index, that's gonna be the selected item. Okay with this. And the type gonna be file type. Fine. What is the issue? Undefined is not assignable to file type or this. What is this type or not? This type, this, right? So use state file type. Undefined is not assignable to file type, or this undefined, that simply means the file type can be undefined. Let me make sure that it does exist. Any problem? No problem. What is the next thing? Selected, set selected. I've got the value. I have to just simply set it there. On click. So this is the option, right? Yeah. I'm simply looping through files, and this is the item. When it has come to this, so why not handle? I forget about handle. It's gonna be set selected item, and that's gonna be file type. Any problem? No problem, that will be selected. Once that is done, do I have to render it? Sorry. This should not be files. If I'm doing this over here, so I should not do it here again. Why am I why am I doing this? This should be fine. File name. Okay, file name, and this selected item, it will give me what? It will give me the value of the selected item. So why not just simply use this here? Instead of naming it selected item, selected file, set selected file. As for the type, this is nothing but gonna be this at the 0th index file. Any problem? It does exist. Any problem? No problem. Coming back to this one, set selected file, just going to set the file. Selected file dot file type. Come back here. There we are. So no preview available because that is a PDF. PNG, this is the PNG. MP4, this is the MP4. You can even play that. Zip file, no preview available. It is great, isn't it? I mean, for me, it is more than I expected. But no, not more than I expected. This is not hard. I mean, it's easy. You have to just simply change it. Later we'll make it even better, because the main goal of this application is make it really good and then simply deploy it. And that is why I just thought of adding this functionality as well. I can even play it here.
Screen is being recorded.
Yeah. So this is how the things are going on, and maybe we may be able to make it even better. As for right now, let's simply continue. And even the code is going to be better, structured in a better way. Right now it's messy, I know, sorry for that, and I'll be fixing it very soon. Let me comment this, let me uncomment this files. What is the problem? Close this, and let's see whether how it's gonna be looking like now. Gonna be interesting. I wanna check this thing out. Let me change the color of the input, chat input. Even inside this I have many things. First one is the preview carousel. Does it have a color? It does not. It does have a color. Okay, so the color is removed from there, and apart from this particular thing, it has the preview item. Does it have a color? Preview item usually doesn't have a color. And the chat input box at the bottom, input that I have, this has the color. Okay, let me check this thing out. So here we are, close this, click on this, select select the admission certificate, demo video, demo PDF, demo PNG, demo zip, PDF, fast MP4. Ultimately select these things, open. Here we are, we have them, and we have the PDF, we have MP4, we have PDF again, no preview available, we have PNG, we have zip file, no preview available, we have PDF again, no preview available, we have MP4 again, preview available. So this is how it goes. Now I can just simply click on add the message here. These are the files for you. Click on send, the message will be sent, and this is how things are gonna be going on. Interesting. That's amazing. How long has it been anyway? It's been 1 hour 16 minutes. How about getting this particular functionality implemented too? Like we have this, that's great. How about sending the message to the user? And even we have to work on personal messages as well. Like you should be able to send them personal messages. We will take the inspiration from Zoom, because Zoom has this functionality, but as for right now, let's go with the public messages only. Now it's all about sending it, and then not only sending, I have to just simply render them. Okay, rendering them. How about doing the same thing? The way I'm actually showing the things here, the same way, but I'll do. I'll just simply render the files here. I will use carousel here. So there will be a message, and then there will be carousel, simply showing all the files, if there are, just like this. Yeah, I think so. This should be better. Otherwise, let's do one thing. If preview available, that's fine. If preview is not available, people should be able to download that. So it's like I'm gonna be sending the files, and that's gonna be preview if there is any, and there's gonna be download button just beside that. You can click on that and you can just simply download that. So this is also gonna be possible. So this is what we are gonna be building. So what I want at the end, suppose for example, preview carousel, these are the files that I sent. Okay, for example, cut them from here. I went inside what? Message, close everything. Chat message. These are the files, suppose I got them. This is fine. So I got these files. Even the URL is gonna be same. Let's not worry about the URL right now. And once I got them here, now I have to render the images here. Ultimately anything. So how should it be? Should it be like WhatsApp? You get the images. Yeah, I mean this is even better. What I'll do, what could be the simplest way? Over here, this is the top level div, this is the one div, this is the another one. Start, chat end, chat start, chat end. I have these many things, but I want that I want to have this. I want to have this too. See, net, forget about this. Whether you have this or not, that doesn't really matter. I need to use even database for that. Okay, and it should be changed whenever the person sees. That simply means I will have to use WebSocket for the current state, I mean real-time changes, and even keeping that thing aside, once I have this much, I want to have it at the end. I want to have the message, and just below the message I want to have all the files. And when it comes to those files, they should be in the form of a carousel. I mean, for now that's the way that I want them to be. That's completely personal choice. So I have the name here, just below the name I have the time, and this way I don't want to have it. Rather, this is the chat header, right? And then I hate you, and then this. Okay, this is the section. So below I hate you, I want to have a div that will contain the files. Files are gonna be here. How will I have the files? Files. How will I have the files? Again, I need to create a component over here. Our component needs to be created over here. And once the component is created, that components will contain all the files. So it would be like share sent chat files, just like this. Will it be okay? Chat files, all the files. Yeah, understandable. I'll have to create it. So inside chat I'll have chat files.tsx. It will contain all the chat files. RFC chat files. And when it comes to this, so it needs to have all the files, right? So what am I getting here? I have these files. Suppose these are the files that I got somehow. So if I got these files, then I'm gonna be passing them here. Just like this. Coming back to this one, import it here. I will get files, the type, files. The type is gonna be what? A file of an array. Just this is the type. Once I have this much, I have all the files. I have to now render them. In rendering them, in the sense, there are gonna be two things: the preview, if there's any, and the download button, so that if you are not able to preview that, at least you are able to download that. That simply means this is the div that I have. This is gonna be the top level div, and I need to have browser here, probably like this. Let me copy it from here. Okay, not really bad deal. Paste. Interesting. And what is the next thing now? The next thing is that I have the carousel over here, and this top level div is not really necessary now anymore. I even have the files over here. The files will have the file type, and the files will have the file name. Okay. And this is the overall div. Got it. Inside the div, I have this. Let me see how it looks like. This actually looks like this. Okay, so do I want it to be like this or not? Probably not. So how do I want it to be? Let me make a property here, keep them inside this. Class name flex is gonna be column. This is how it's gonna be looking like. And the time should be on the left side. So for this one, whatever I have, text end. Will not work. Justify end. Items end. Items end. Yeah, now it works. Gap 3. Too much. 2. too much. 1, not 21, 1. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead with the things. Apart from this particular thing, chat files, width full, height is gonna be around 20, 2 less 30. That makes sense. And maybe 35. Rounded is gonna be large. Okay, and I need a download button, or I need 3 dot dot dot. Simply said, I need a div. Class name bg red 300 dot colon, whatever you call this, and relative absolute top 0 left 0. What are words? Can you see that? I can't. That's why I'm asking. Height 30. Well, I'm not able to see it. So what is the another way? The another way could be cut it from here, and chat files, right? I will have all the files here. I'm gonna be wrapping it all inside a div. That div, the top level div, have I wrapped it? No, sorry. Cut it, then select it all, wrap it with a div. Now I wrapped it. Go to the top. Huh? I'm not getting that. Haven't I wrapped it yet? Cut. Let me forget about cut. Let me do one thing. Let me paste it here at the end, so that I have it when I need it. And I'm gonna be having a div here. I will cut it all. I will paste it inside this. I will go to the top. I will cut it from here. I will go to the top. I will paste it here. I will remove the styles from this. I will add the styles class name over here. Height, forget about the height. Crop, don't forget about this. Okay, so this is how it's gonna be. Width is gonna be full as well. By the way, this background color needs to be removed. Okay, this one. So I have it here. Top 0, left 0, hide this, whatever. Let me remove it from here. I have the text over here. What I want. First of all, whichever file I have here. Okay. If I click on download, that particular file should be downloaded. Got it. And let me have only this much. Able to see that? Yeah. Left I made it 0. I have to make it right 0. So when making it right 0, okay, that's not quite visible. In that case, text is gonna be red 800. Why is this not visible? Right 0, top 0, text to this. Forget about the text, make it, add some more text here. No text. this is the carousel that I have, and the carousel inside this, and bg red 300. Okay, so it's like this. It needs to be at the top. Z, keep it 10. Now it is at the top, but still it is right this much. But why is this here? Okay, forget about being this here. Let me make it a minus, right? And let me give it around 10. Make it 20. Make it 30. Just give the download icon over there, nothing else. Okay, and 25 is enough. That's right. Increase the height a bit. Make it 40. Oh, I'm just simply increasing the height, the main effect. It should have height for. I can make it 40. This is great. So this way I'm gonna be having the things. At the top over here I will have a download icon. So whichever file is selected, you can download that if there is no preview. Lucido React icons. Download. Again, all these things are happening just on the go. Whatever comes. If taking the help of in this particular project, you have no idea how good this project can be. But again, once you are sure that yes, whatever AI is building, you can build that too. But the only thing is that you will take more time, then you should take the help of AI. Until unless you are sure that maybe you will be able to build that, do not take the help of AI. Once you are sure, speed up the work. That's what I think. That once I'm sure that I can build something, at that time I'm gonna be taking the help of AI and doing that for saving the time. But if I'm not sure that I can build that, so there's no sense even taking the help of AI, right? Even if we have the power of AI. So this is how we are gonna be going ahead. Download. So bg download a blue 300. What the? Bg text white. Height width. Padding 3. 10. Right 0. Fine. And rounded full. Padding text small will not make any difference. I have to decrease the size of it. Let me make it 2 here. And apart from this particular thing, size is gonna be around 10. That's 2 less 20. That's fine. Padding should be around 1. Top it should be around 2. Right it should be around 2. Let me make it 1 by 1. Whenever I hover over it, first of all cursor should be pointer, and whenever I hover over it, bg blue should be around 600. That's it. I think I should be fine. Okay, so this much I've done. What is the next thing? Nothing. This is more than enough what I want, and now I have to just simply preview the things. So what I want, it's gonna be pretty simple actually. Simple in the sense the download should be nothing but an anchor tag. So anchor tag and the download button. Oh, it has changed. As for this one, this is going to be base URL is going to be http// uploads I'm already getting file. Okay, files getting. I am getting files. Fine. Uploads dot coding the code dot site. This is the base URL, and once I have this base URL, so cut it from here. I have files over here .map. I will get the file. Okay, this is how it's gonna be going on. And apart from this particular thing, what else? This download option, and this should have base URL plus slash, let's make it like this, base URL slash file dot file name, and it will be downloaded. Apart from this particular thing, I have to just simply render them here, and when it comes to rendering them, let's see how it looks like. I'm rendering them those many times, so in that case I need to have only one, and slides, they need to be, ID should be slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, something like this. This is fine, but the thing is that it will be re-rendered as many times as, okay, this is not what I want. So what I want in that case, because if I loop through them here, so it's just getting multiplied, and that's not what I want. I want to have the different slides here, right, on the basis of the numbers, indexes probably. In that case, once I have the file here, if I'm looping through them, they are gonna be repeated, and that's simply gonna be opposite of what I want. So in that case, looping through them will not make any sense over here. So this is what I want, but still not what I want. How can I fix this? Okay, they are getting repeated. I have to just simply repeat these with different slide number. That simply means I can actually remove everything. Only one I need here, and one is gonna be enough. Slide. But the question is, if you actually loop here, then how will you get the URL for the download button? And if you actually keep the download button here, you are looping through it, right? So in that case, how does it look like right now? Still same, because the whole carousel is here, right? So download button should be the part of carousel. That's it. This is the only thing that you want. So instead of having the download button here, make it the part of carousel. Probably it's okay, it's still the same. Close this. Coming back to this, now download button is still the part of carousel. Great. And this is gonna instead of making it the part of carousel, let me make it the part of slide. This is fine. And the another thing is that there are many ones, right? So instead of looping it all like this, what will I actually do? Over here I will loop through these slides. Files.map file, and I'll actually cut it all and paste it here. Now how does it look like? It looks exactly like what I want. Okay, and the number needs to be changed. So this ID is going to be slide dollar. I will be getting the index from here. It needs to start from 1, so index plus 1. Okay, fine, it works because the images are same, so that's why I'm getting the same result. And apart from this particular thing, the interesting thing actually happens here. First of all, download. Can I download it? It did not get downloaded, rather it opened this. Okay, fine, got it. I have to make it downloadable, so download. File. What should be the name of it when downloading, right? So when downloading, it should be file dot name. This should be fine. So if I actually click on this right now, congratulations, this is the PDF. I can download it from here. One more thing, just a minute. Demo PNG, still not able to get the right result. href I have, download I have. So whenever I click on this, it should be downloaded, but it is not getting downloaded. Why? File name I have. Okay, I mean we will fix it later, not really big problem. First of all, I have to render the right thing here. For rendering the right stuff, file, what should I name it? Even if I want to do it, and I have to show the things conditionally. So ultimately this image part that I have here, the whole image section, these things need to be here, but this part needs to be replaced with the right one. So of course I need to cut it from here, but what will I be naming it? Even so far I've named so many things. I have this preview item and all, that's understandable. Chat file, show chat file, show chat file. Chat files, let's name it chat file, one chat file, why not? Chat file.tsx rfc. Chat file means one chat file. And once I've done this, what will I be doing next? Cut it from here and let me paste it here. Come back to this. This is gonna be chat file, that can be actually anything. Let's come back here. Width is gonna be full, so whatever I have, the width should be full. What will I get here? I will actually get file name, that is the file type. File name is gonna be nothing but a string, and file type is gonna be file type from here. So done. Time to use switch statement. So instead of returning the things like this, switch, rather I will be exactly going with the same way. So preview carousel, preview item, I use the switch statement over here, and copy it from here, and paste it over here. As for returning it, cut it. So mainly in the image section I will be returning this. So this is the image, return this. This is the image, return this. As for the source, source is gonna be URL. Do I have it? No, I will create it. Oh, I can just simply get it from here. Copy it, paste it here, and once pasted here, after that same thing is gonna be happening with the another email image. Copy, paste. So this is how it's gonna be done. And apart from this particular thing, I have the video, right? So for the video, I will just simply render the video element, as simple as that. So video element, just like this. Source is gonna be the URL, class name width is gonna be full, doesn't matter how it looks like. And in the remaining cases, forget about the height full, Control D. Let's simply set the width full. I mean, it's better to have the height full too. That would be great. And let's see. No preview available. No preview available. Every time no preview available. Interesting. No preview available. Application PDF URL. So ultimately URL is being used over here. Coming back to this particular section, chat file. I'm gonna be passing the file name is gonna be equals to file dot file name. File type is gonna be equals to file dot file type. Ha, not bad actually. Oh, it takes time. For some reason it is not working as expected. Got it. This is the reason. So what I have to do, hashtag slide, right? So I've given them the ID. Now when I click this, interesting. So whichever slide you click on the anchor tag, that particular size is that particular slide is going to be here. So if I click on back, and the question is, how will you select it? And again, you need to have some logic here. It cannot be the same number all the time. You will have to decide the number based on the index. Same thing I'm gonna be doing here. But okay, I can do it. Why not? Okay, so now if you keep going back, so all the time the value actually starts with 1, right? Index plus 1, or the value actually can be anything. So let's make it index. That doesn't really matter now. So I have index over here. The current slide's name is index. Now if files dot length if that's triple equals to index Come on, think. Files dot length. I'm clicking back. When you are clicking back, at that time, there's gonna be a time at that when so here I have to check this thing. If index triple equals to 0, right? In that case, what I have to do? If index is triple equals to 0, in that case, it's actually gonna be it's actually gonna be equals to files dot length. Length simply means 4, and it starts with 0, length minus 1, and slide number I'm talking about, because I'm clicking on back button. Back button in the sense there's gonna be a time when the index is actually gonna be 0. If the index value is 0, I clicked on the back button, then the last file should appear. Last file in the sense files dot length minus 1, just like this. And otherwise, what should happen? Otherwise, the value should be index minus 1. So whatever the value of the index is, minus 1, just like this. Coming back to this one, now I'm at last index, suppose. So over there I will check base files dot length. Index value can never be equals to files dot length, so in that case minus 1. Let me decrease 1 because I'm starting with 0. If that's triple equals to index, in that case what will happen? In that case, whenever I click on plus button, so that should be 0, 1. So that simply means I click on that, I should be returned to 1. If I'm clicking on the last one, at that time I have to back to the first one. That simply means, how will I be back to the first one? The length is already the last one. So what did I do here? If I was at the beginning, files dot length minus 1, I went at the end. If that's already equals to this, I will go at the beginning directly 0. So the index that I have, files dot length minus index. How about this? Minus 1. Files dot length minus 1 index last minus 1 minus index 0. The value can actually be anything. Ultimately it's going to be equivalent to 0. I can even just add 0 here. I have to go to this. Else, whenever I click on that, I have to increase it. So index plus 1. How about this? Let's see. Yeah, it is working. Preview this, and when it comes to video, that is not in the middle. So whatever I have, files, looping through them, and then the value I will have here, this value, and in this case whatever I'm returning from here, they are going to be in the center already, and height full, width full. Coming back to this one, the top level div, that simply means this one needs to have width full, probably needs to be flex column, and items, that's it. Let me remove this. Okay, it's crashed. how can I do that? Width full, right? Let's remove this width full stuff. Width full needs to be there anyhow, otherwise it will not as work as expected. So this much is done. Chat file I have here, and class name height width, heightful widthful, that is the problem, right? So let's not worry about widthful right here. Image widthful, that's the causing the issue. So I will have height full everywhere. Control DDD height full, and this is how it's gonna be going on. And similarly I will have height full here. Width full I'm not gonna be having. Hopefully width full will be there. Width full is not there by default. So in this case I will need to have width full. In case of a video and all, I need to have width full here, I need to have width full here, and similarly I need to have width full here. And in case of this I just need to have height full. And coming back to this particular section, this chat file, class name, I don't really think I can have the class name here. Control C, Control Z. Better to have it inside the div so that I can cut it. Have inside a class name mix flex, that's already flex, mx auto. Okay, this is how it's gonna be going on. Width full, well that's great. When width full, mx auto, width full. How about width full flex, and justify center. Yeah, now it looks better. And apart from this particular thing, let's go here. That video should have some controllers. So ultimately this is how I should have the things. What is the next thing? The downloading option. If I click on this, what happens? The image appears. Do I want that? Not really. So what do I want? I want to download as soon as I click on the download button. So what is the problem? This download button is here. This download button has the base URL, this href. How to download using anchor tag. How to download using anchor tag. Duplicate href download, this download, just download will be enough. So why am I giving it the name? Let's see. This was the file. Oh shit, Control Shift T. One step back. I'm gonna be downloading the image. No way, it doesn't work for some reason. Why? Target blank will be, this opens new tab but downloads the file and closes the literally, will it work? Nope. Ooh, what can I do? That this is not a blob URL. You need to create blob URL for that. Okay. Only blob URLs are used. Okay, got it. But it doesn't work with this. This is insane. This does not work. The thing is that if you have a blob URL, at that time it will just simply download that directly if you are using anchor tag. If you have a normal URL, it does not work. Can we convert yes, you can convert normal URL referencing to remote resources to a blob URL JavaScript by fetching the resources binary, then fetched blob is gonna be equals to response.blob. How about doing this? You have the data source URL.create object URL data source. Fetch URL response blob. Let's go with this way. Would be better. What I want here, that I have this base URL is here, that's okay, and in this particular case it doesn't work directly, so I need to call a method over here that simply returns the URL. Sorry, just like this, href, right? It's gonna be directly get blob URL. Forget about blob URL. Download get URL. Just this much. Get URL. Let's simply create it here. And let's see how it's gonna be going on. Hopefully I will be able to do it. Yeah, this much. Once over here, what I have to pass? I have to pass the file name, actually nothing else. Once the file name is passed, any problem? Okay, fine. So once I have the file name, const response is gonna be equals to await fetch base URL slash file name. So this way I will get that. Got it. Const log. What next? Response.blob. Blob data. blob URL is gonna be equals to, or blob data is gonna be await yeah, response dot blob, and what next, response blob data URL is gonna be equals to URL dot create object URL blob data return URL. That's it. Let's not make it async. Response, and then response dot blob. Once I have this dot, then blob data URL dot create object URL blob data, and lastly dot then URL what do I need to do the next? If there's any error, log it. Otherwise, once it is created, no need to worry about anything. How will I assign the value? It is already written from here, right? Hopefully. Catch. Okay. So this is how it looks like. File name. I'm just simply returning from here. Hopefully it is returned. Void is not assignable. Alrighty, will it work? Promise or void is not array. Wow. Promise or void is not assignable to this. Let me do one thing. Let me maintain a state. URL set URL use state. By default, it's gonna be an empty string. Apart from this particular thing, any problem? No problem as such. URL and now once I've set this, I cannot return the URL from here. That's not gonna be working. Why? Because whenever the value of this changes, set URL changes, it will re-render the page. At that time this will not run, so that's gonna be problematic. URL ref, that's gonna be equals to use ref, it's gonna be useful here, just like this. And in this particular case, URL ref dot current is gonna be equals to this. Once I have this, so I'm gonna be returning URL ref dot current. This is no problem. Ooh, finally no problem. Let's see. Click on download, and here we are. It's been downloaded, everybody. We have to just simply convert it to the blob form. Ayla. What have we downloaded? We have downloaded the entire page. Literally. You've got to be kidding me. HTML is being downloaded. Why? It's being downloaded, but the URL is not right. Blob data. CLG URL dot current. What is the current URL? URL ref. Let's see. Inspect it. Log the value. Let's click on this. Line number what? Line number 19 or what? Yeah, line number 19. There is nothing there. Chat line number 19. Let me check this thing as well. CLG line number 16. URL is gonna be equals to what? URL ref dot current. Do I have the value here? Oh yeah, I have blob here. Line number 16. If I actually have the blob here, blob URL. So what is the issue? Oof. Chat. At some point I do get this blob URL, but the value is nothing. Got it. What can I do? What can I do? Let's not return from here. But I will have to return anyhow. Here I do have the value of this. Here I don't have the value of this. Let's fix it tomorrow. It's too much. How long have I been live for? 2 or 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna be calling it right now. Fix this issue. This is gonna be the work for tomorrow. Fix this. Alrighty, I'm gonna be working on this tomorrow. It's enough. I mean, let's simply call it here. Take care. Bye bye. I'm gonna be catching up soon. Until then, yeah, keep coding.